Well, greetings and salutations. I just wanted to pop in real quick here. I only have a couple of minutes. Um, our buddy Southern Israelite, aka the guy who talks more than he shows anything. Um, he decided to past couple of days he's been in a small dispute with me in the comment sections of my video. The challenge against, or challenge for, against is probably the wrong word there, for Bob Knoedel. And basically starting out by saying, wow, all functions must be demonstrated, really, blah, blah, blah. And then somewhere along the line here, where was it? Now, this was only a short number of hours ago, um, 6 hours ago, as a matter of fact, that he puts me up for a debate, which I thought was hysterical. I'm sorry, it's a weekday. I just now got home, and I have more things that I have to do today. And so, way to go scheduling there, homie. But I also replied to him. I do not debate folks who remove my comments from their channel, which he did. He also had me on block, and then he unblocked me, and then he reblocked me, in his own words, by deleting a comment of mine, or a reply is the better way to say that. And then what do you call it? And now apparently I'm unblocked again because I have a comment up on his thing that he just had a little while ago. I said I don't debate folks who don't perform experimentation, and I don't debate with folks who agree that words alone are not proof of anything. Now, Southern Israelite is only words. Okay, he is only words, and oddly enough, I seem to recall one of my favorite lines in a movie when it comes to just principle things. One of my favorite lines that was actually put out in a movie was in the beginning of the movie Braveheart, where they said that history is written by those who have hanged heroes. I've always loved that line, and it means a lot to me because yes, history can be altered. Yet that's all the stuff he uses. He uses stuff from history or stuff out of books, and which in its own right, if you were studying history, that's one thing, but it has nothing to do with the shape of the earth. Um, but then what do you call it? And then the funny part is that he turns around. He had started a hangout. Now it was originally called Debate Call or something like that, Slide Debate Call, but now it's called. Oops, not that. Hold on a second. I thought I had it queued. My bad. Hold on a second here. History, and then here it is. And now it's called Sly Sparkane Bitches Out. Okay. Slide tells us he proves his position without words, which if you look on my channel, you don't even have to listen to the sound. Okay, you don't. Yeah, there's plenty of them where I'm just talking like right now. But let's see, and he says, "Let's see how this turns out." So he didn't even change his description, but he changed the title to "Sly Sparkane Bitches Out." Now let's understand something here. Currently, right now, my local time is 4:30 uh, Central European time. Now we just changed our clocks back this weekend, so yeah, so it's actually an hour earlier. The joke is that he wanted his thing at 12 p.m., which means noon Eastern Standard today. Now I don't think you guys have changed your clocks back yet. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and look up world clock here. World clock. Now, unless I'm mistaken, let's see. New York. No, it's 11:30. Okay. So, yeah. But this was streamed live 3 hours ago. Okay. Apparently I bitched out 3 hours ago, which is actually 4 hours before, well, 3.5 hours before we were even supposed to meet up. So tell me this. Um, exactly how did I bitch out if I wasn't even there? And on top of the fact that I actually stated to him right afterwards, before his hangout, that A, I'm not going to do that, and B, I don't, I'm not going to be around. And I put on here to say nothing of the fact that I am not home most of today. Ask your buddies and Jaren and Morgile how that works. Now, because I did this one time and it was an error of mine, even though I had thought that there was an active conversation going on, um, where I think it was like about a year ago, where I had invited the Glowbusters on to. There was some kind of a dispute that was going on, and I invited anybody to come by and we could talk about it. And well, they didn't show, and obviously I made a small spectacle out of that. But at least I did it at the times that were stated. Okay, they didn't come back until about 2 days later, saying that we didn't even know about it and all this other stuff. This is something that I was even in an active conversation with Southern Israelite, and sorry, you're gonna say I bitch out. Now here's the funny part. This is the funny part. Okay, this conversation started out with he was making a complaint about what I had said to Bob Noodle about let's see so all functions must be demonstrated as a question. Well, of course, all functions have to be demonstrated. If you can't demonstrate it, then you got no way of even understanding how the hell the shit works. All you got is your words, okay, which is shit that I hate anyway. But this would have been his prime opportunity. And I even put on here that we got talking about star trails in here, and let's see here, and he starts talking about where was it? Um, Hold on a second. You demonstrated in a document. I said I have star trails photographed on my computer, which were made by friends in Australia, and you say that they are impossible. Good luck with that. And his answer was, see, there you go again, typing words. You're fucking pathetic bitch. Okay, now I challenge anybody to go find any experimentation on Southern Israelites channel. But just so you know, because I am working on finishing this video, I have star trails from let's see here, from Round South, Where's Wally, and Wolfie. Now, I'm not going to show you the Round South one here because it is absolutely fucking spectacular. Okay, but just to show you, this is some of the information that I have here. Here's Star Trails from Where's Wally. Okay, and oops, and then here's ones from Wolfie. Okay, as I had requested in the Big South experiment. So yeah, I do have them, and they were actually made, and I'm completely thankful they were actually made for an experiment that I'm doing. So, uh, but if you go over into his hangout here about me bitching out, and he says he tells us Sly tells us he proves his position without words. Well, if you thumb through this here, of course I'm not going to listen to this thing. If you thumb through this here, all it is him bitching about my comments. Okay, look through here because this is how I usually hit the most of these hangouts. Is I'll go in there, scroll through it like this, see if there's anything of interest, and then I'll listen further. But if I don't see anything, then I usually just don't give a shit. Okay, so all it is talking about comments. That's all it is, talking about comments. Okay. Now, you might say that here I am talking about comments. I'm just putting out a quick little response to this. Okay. He was asked to show specific things, didn't show them, and has nothing to back up and or justify anything that he has to say. Now he claims he has some documentary out. I don't give a shit, dude. Okay. If your documentary has experimental proof in it of any position that you have, not your opinions of people in history, okay, we can talk about conspiracies about people and groups and organizations until the cows come home. Fact is, we're talking about the shape of the earth, and if you're not going to actually demonstrate the shape of the earth in your own side of that discussion, then I don't give a shit. I really don't. Okay, I don't care about opinions. I don't care about text. I don't care about writings. I don't care about your opinion. Most times your screwed up opinions of things that you've read about or claim to have read about. I think you actually just kind of Google shit and say, hey, well, I'm going to use that name and I'm going to use that name. And then you get people excited like, Glowbusters and all them who turn around and say, oh yeah, he mopped the floor with reds. He didn't show anything. I mean, come on. And I've asked 1,000 times to other people, uh, would you take my words in a comment section as proof of anything? 99% of them say, oh, hell no. Well, then why should I take your words? Ask yourself that. Actually, as a matter of fact, that's the answer I want. Okay. I want demonstratable, repeatable experimentation done to prove me the shape of the earth. If you can't do it, and I have, then who gives a shit what you have to say? I mean, really. I mean, it's sad that it's sad that you guys even think that that shit's valid. Okay, just talking and putting out words and stuff like that. I've done the legwork. Okay, I've done the tests. I've done the analysis. Okay, I've done. Oh Jesus Christ! I've done so much, only to have you come at me with words. I'll tell you what, Southern Israelite. If you happen to make a response video to this or any future videos, if they don't have experimentation in them, I'm just going to boot you off my channel. Okay, because that's not me running away. That's not me bitching out. Okay, that's me holding you to the standards that you expect from me. Okay, and that goes for just about any other flat earther right now. Okay, I got two other guys right now who are just filling up my spam and my chat with all kinds of just bullshit right now. And all it is just, butthurt bullshit that nobody, has no value. Okay. So I'm just kind of putting this out there right now. If somebody comes onto my channel just spewing that kind of crap and refuses to perform and or provide research that they've done, to actually show what the shape of the earth is, and third party links, I don't give a shit about. Just because you bought it doesn't mean I have to. Okay. I'm just going to boot you off my channel. Okay. Because it's a waste of my time. It really is. It's a waste of my time. Flat earthers who come over here just to cheerlead flat earth and troll my channel are just a waste of my time. Now, if you have something that you want to show and you have something that you want to actually prove and stuff like that, I'm all ears and I'll have that talk with you. But if all you're going to do is come over here and tell me that I'm living some kind of globe, illumin, blah, blah, whatever, I don't really give a shit. Okay. And one thing that I did notice on the chat, though, I was just kind of tapping through to see who showed up in the chat. There is a guy here says Bible says flat Earth. It says Southern. Do you have a good video on the equatorial mount? And let's see. Oh yeah, Sly doesn't understand the flat Earth, and it shows in his work. Yeah, well, give me a model, dude. Um, but there was another thing that this guy Bible says flat Earth had said one other time, because I was curious to find out what his response may or may not have been. Where is it? Where is it? There was a second response that he had done. He says, Southern Israelite, you are my pick for any debate. Will you please make a video on just refuting the equatorial mount? He's one of your fans, dude. Uh, do us all a favor. And I'll tell you what, if you can show it work on there, I might just even hand the torch of that over to you. My challenge to Bob. And then he says, I'll thank it out, or excuse me, I'll check it out. Thanks, SI. So he must have responded to him. But so I look forward to that. That sounds like there was a promise made. So maybe I'll listen to it later. But anyway, like I said, guys, I only had a couple of minutes. Just wanted to make sure I got that out. If you have absolutely no intention of bringing anything to my site, I'll just boot you from it. Okay. And it's usually very apparent within about the first 2 or 3 posts that somebody makes that they're not actually going to provide anything. All they're going to do is sit there and tell me that I'm full of shit. Which, okay, prove it. I mean, just like this one guy who was saying that he can prove that Wolfie is a shill and something else. I don't remember what it was, but then when I asked him to prove it, of course, he jumped it on to a different subject. Okay, it's just not even worth it. Okay, so I'm just going to that's going to be my new thing now. Uh, Within about 2 or 3 posts, if you're not actually going to post something on my channel that actually shows your experimental proof of the shape of the earth, I don't give a shit. Oh yeah, Limitless is one of those too. But he actually finally took me off block, which I was pretty happy about that he actually listened to. But I haven't seen anything new from him yet. So okay. So, ladies and gents, I'm on to the rest of my day, and I hope you guys all have a great day.